The following video is an interview that we conducted with Emoplayeranime, now going by Onyxplayeranime. Jordan took it upon themselves to cut down all the awkward silences and redact some information that either wasn't really necessary or things that Tor didn't want to share publicly. A lot of the same trigger warnings apply from the last video. So if you're uncomfortable with mentions of Shotokan, SA, CSA, drug addiction, stalking, suicide baiting, teacher-student content, and trauma, please proceed with caution. Also, there's no visuals for this, so feel free to use it as background noise.
Like when did
Um,
when did
I
you
think
say when did you come out as gender fluid? Like what year
I
did you
think it
come
was
out
a
as gender?
I think it was a year after the whole incident.
Okay. Cause
Also, I would like to mention that at the time I didn't know what non-binary was at the time.
but it wasn't just that. It wasn't just that though. There were other instances of you like there were other instances of you like dead naming me after that though.
Uh,
Let
it
me
took me a
Out.
while.
I didn't know what it was either, but I still went my way to respect them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can also confirm because I didn't really get I didn't understand a whole lot of that myself. So.
Same here.
Yeah, I think it was only when I actually did research that I actually, or like, I don't know, I don't remember when. I do want to say sorry for that, even though it's been like, I mean, even though it's been years, it still probably affected you a lot.
Yeah, okay. The other thing that I'm like I'm sorry, but I still have to interrogate you about your age, dude. I'm still not fully convinced that you're 19. Like, are you absolutely sure you're 19?
I'm absolutely sure.
Okay. When were you born? What year were you?
2005.
When did you graduate high school?
I graduated high school at 18.
What year?
What year did you graduate high school? 2022,
Oh,
2023?
I think it was 2024.
You think or you know?
Oh, sorry.
Listening.
It says that it said to leave the voice because someone, anyway, I don't know, I'll stay. Sorry, it brought up something because somebody I blocked here joined. Anyways, um, I do believe I graduated high school in 2024.
Tord said, "Buddy, you have me blocked."
Yeah, I know.
You should probably communicate through the text to speech thing, even if the pronunciation isn't ideal.
Yeah. Um,
Okay, but do you think or know you graduated in 2024?
Yeah, because I will say I know when I
Do
graduated.
you think or do you know?
I graduated in 2019. So I know that definitively.
yes, so did I. So did I. I
I
know I
know
graduated in 19.
I know I did.
And that's like that's something very important because like you're like trying to job hunt, right? You should know this information up front, or else this could lead to trouble for you.
Right.
I actually got another job.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
congrats.
Okay.
Was your last job at Five Guys
Yeah. What's
part-time or
funny is that
full-time?
I got another job with five in the name.
No, my question was your job at Five Guys full-time or part-time?
It was part-time.
What about your job at Taco Bell?
Oh, it was supposed to be scheduled at some point, but they didn't get to scheduling like at least the interview.
I thought you said you worked at Taco Bell for a bit though. Back in
I didn't work it.
back in
I didn't work.
2020.
I didn't work at Taco. I worked at another like Mexican restaurant though.
Hmm.
It was It was like a It was part of a volunteer program.
I guess we can drop the age thing for now. I'm gonna let other people ask their questions.
Okay, give me
Unless
one.
anyone else wants to bring up anything.
Let me see something. What did you get out of lying about your age during 2023 to 2025?
I have no fucking clue. Probably that people thought I was just weirder. That's what I got. I literally got nothing good out of it.
Wait,
Then you just proceeded to
Toward-
keep it up for years until like the moment you get called out. It's kind of strange that you only stop it like then.
but also if you wait, hold on, math brain is turning on again. If you graduated in 2024, hold on. No, they hold on. Uh Hold on, I need to do the math. God, this age thing is really throwing me the fuck off.
Graduating
Can I add
high...
on to it if it's okay?
Sure.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I could be mistaking with my facts, but Emo, in your video that you took down after a while, didn't you say that you don't know why people are aging you down by 1 year if you knew full well if you knew full well that you lied about being 20?
Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna admit it. I'm gonna admit it though. I did lie about being 19.
Really not.
I can't keep this up
Oh,
anymore.
I knew
I
it.
can't keep it up
I knew it.
anymore.
I knew it.
So you're 20?
Yes, and I'm about to be 21.
I knew
So,
it.
I mean, we all knew it, but thanks for admitting that.
finally.
I might as well just admit it. It's going to cause problems in the future anyway if I try to keep it up.
Yes, it would.
I mean, it
a
already
thing-
has like
Yeah, in more ways than
Can I put my
one.
2 cents in? Can I put my 2 cents in as well? If it's okay?
Yes, go ahead, Gatia.
Sure.
So, Evo, we've obviously been aware of you for so many years because you've been harassing Jordan for, again, quite a while now. And the way we kind of known an indicator that you were like not the age you say you were is the fact that I've always been the indicator of age because Jordan always used me because I was like the youngest one in my friend group, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been the indicator that I was younger than you. So that's and in the stream that we made on stream, like when we first called you out, I even pointed it out. Actually, I even pointed out that they should logically be at least a year older than me if the math is mathing.
Yeah.
So that's why we were kind of like we knew you were lying, or at the very least we knew something was up because like honestly, if you're young, young kids don't usually lie about their age, you know.
No.
And I would know that because I would have been very honest because I was very honest back then with my age.
Mm.
Like kids are obliviously gonna tell the truth, but only the people who are older are gonna lie about the truth, are gonna lie about their age. Just
I would actually like to counter that, play devil's advocate, because when I was 12, I tried to pretend that I was 14, but I also didn't keep up the lie. I did it to get into like I lied about my age when I was 12 just to get into like an age 14 to 17 group on a Disney cruise because that room had a karaoke machine. And I tried to like
So don't. Sorry, but
Snack said,
don't most.
I was 13 and lied about being 16, so my RP friends would think him more mature.
Yeah, well, don't most kids lie about their age just like when they create an account though, so that they can see like
See, the thing is,
like
that's
more stuff.
them being younger
Admit
and
it.
lying about being older. You're older, lying about being younger.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
admittedly, I'll end up saying this, like, whenever I started joining, like, all of my accounts, I used my real age. Cause, like, I've got the fucking brand of autism where I don't like lying, so...
the thing about you, Emo, well, I've known this for a long time, but this just further confirms that you really like to play up being oblivious to what you do to like not take accountability, but you're a lot more calculated than you like to let on.
yeah.
So,
Filled
if I
with
could add on-
coincidences that are too coincidental to be coincidence.
Yeah.
yeah.
And if I could
Todd said, clock it.
and if I could
Toward-
add on to that as well, you're also kind of reckless in your behavior at the same time while being fully aware of your actions. What I mean by that is that sometimes you don't even like try to hide your tracks sometimes, or you don't
Yeah,
like you don't try to hide your track until somebody calls it out and you try to play it, you try to like pretend it's not there.
yeah, like that's what we mean by like destroying evidence. You only ever destroy evidence once we call you out for it.
Mm-hmm.
We've been noticing that.
I understand.
Okay.
Okay, but this is serious, right? You do get how this is serious, right? Like,
Yeah.
especially like going back to the doc again. Truth be told, I don't think you're sorry for hurting Dottie, especially since in that doc and like in other previous instances, you go out of your way to make. I'm not denying that Dottie has done awful things, because like Dottie's a handful, admittedly.
Oh yeah, no.
But you go
Trust.
out of your way to make her look like the big bad and that you're an innocent victim when like you're a grown ass adult. Why you just baffles me, because like if you did actually set boundaries like you claim, Dottie would have like lost interest in you quickly, because when me and Jordan did the same with Dottie, like guess what? We're no longer on speaking terms. So that tells me that despite what you like to how you like to make things seem, like in the doc, you were a lot more receptive. You're just conveniently leaving out like, the parts of the convo where you did play into Dottie's wants to, get her to, be attached to you.
Mm-hmm.
And again, let me reiterate, when you say things like when you cry on call and say things like I want you to be there for me, it's like that in itself, you know how awful that sounds, yeah?
That sounds like manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it also shows intent.
Yeah, because you
It
said
shows
your
it's
intent.
manipulation and
You said your intent right there whenever you said, I need comfort. I don't feel safe at home.
And once again, you're like putting all of this on like a disabled 15-year-old girl. That's the most fucked up part. Like, and you like do have like friends, right? It's weird that you
Yeah,
like have this attachment to this 15-year-old.
And not even just that, with how quickly you got attached to her as well. Because, again, last time you said it, like, you were, like, it did not take long. At all.
I'm aware that it didn't take that long.
Yeah.
And that's the thing you need to work on, because I remember if I'm remembering correctly, because get me wrong, I remember things very wrong sometimes, but like if I remember from the previous interview, the recording, you said something along the lines of, what was it? You said something along the lines of the fact that you don't know why you do the things you do or why you haven't changed. Is that correct?
I believe so. The reason I asked for it to be recorded was so because I tend to be very forgetful, especially when it comes to VCs. So like I need people to like record things for me sometimes so that if I end up saying something that I forget, I can be like, I think I did.
Mm-hmm. All right, I understand that. I have that forgetful sometimes as well. But knowing that in mind, that here's the thing, you this is I know I get this is kind of like a broken record when I say this, but like this happened all over and over again. You said the same stuff again and again. You always say, I don't know why I haven't changed, or something like this, I will change soon, but you never do. You don't have the motivation and volition. And if you don't know what that is, motivation is obviously what you want to do and like the energy to do that. But volition is the actual energy you need to put in to complete that goal. If you don't, and that's what I noticed, you don't have either of those. You say you will change and you say you don't know why you changed, but it's like you should have a long time ago and you should have like at least tried to, but it what it looks like to me is that you didn't try. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
Like actually
Okay, I have a
understand what Katie is
question.
trying to say and not just saying all of that just so you know.
Um,
Yes, Cord, what are you gonna say?
right. why did you think it was a good idea to have sex role plays with people like at all? Like minor or not, platforms like Chai, Generative AI, and Character AI provide services like that. Like, what possessed you to think that was a good idea at all? Even if you didn't know Dottie was 15, there's other instances of you doing that to other people, like kind of like around her age group. And also, it's just like, yeah, like I said, there is like AI platforms to do that for you. Why would you choose to do it with actual people?
I've actually wanted, I don't understand. I guess just because at the time I didn't know, I don't actually understand why I did it. I actually don't understand why. There really is no explanation or anything that I can give.
Other than
So
you
you did it
needed
for no good
blessing.
reason. You just decided to sext people, pretending to making them pretend to be Fry for your own like sexual fantasies.
And not
I
even
would like
just
to
that.
mention that, can I just say this real quick?
Okay.
She was okay. I don't want it to sound like I'm victim blaming. I'm just gonna I'm trying to recall what happened from memory. If I remember correctly, Dottie was the one that willingly decided to be Fry in the role plays.
That doesn't change
Even
anything.
so, that doesn't change
Like,
anything.
yeah,
Yeah.
like you still decided to roleplay with her and still decided to do the ERP bit that you did.
Yeah, that it doesn't really change anything. And who came to each other? Who came? Didn't you say you
And like,
needed somebody to like replace Fry? Isn't that what you like the whole thing started?
Yeah, I didn't really expect anybody to actually comment though.
Mm, okay.
Okay.
I was actually planning to just make an account myself though, like pretend to be my own. Like I guess I was mostly planning to make my own like Fry account, but then somebody actually commented, which surprised me.
Mm. So then, wouldn't the why of why you didn't know why you did that would be that you wanted somebody to role play out your fantasies, your role play fantasies? Isn't that a why to your answer?
Would be one why.
And what's the other why?
Could I read out this screenshot from Dottie's doc, please? It's to do with the sexual roleplay that you did. Dottie says, "You're so damn adorable, God." Emo replied, "I really want to have sex with you right now." Pins him to the couch, ties his wrists above him head. Doesn't make sense. Pulls down his pants and starts having sex. To be honest, that sounds like you brought that immediately on. Like just from the screenshot alone. So could you explain that, please? Instead of saying that, oh, she chose to be Fry, which obviously, like I said by the screenshot, it sounded like you just came up with that out of the blue.
I mean, we've had a couple. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. That wasn't the first ever roleplay that we've had.
Yeah, Dottie has admitted that it started out standard and wholesome. That wasn't the first one. She has told us that.
If you paid attention to the video, you would know that.
Yeah, and I know. I understand that. Look, even if I didn't know her age, that was still very wrong of me to do. And as I said, how do I say this in a way that it doesn't
another thing
sound
that like,
like? God,
go ahead.
how do I say this? I'm disgusting for it, basically.
Mm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, we
Because
know.
you know what else really fucks me up about this? Like, during like, before like thing with like Dottie's age came up in your conversation, you like claimed to had like check her straw page, and like her straw page like has her age on it. So what happened there?
Yeah, it was in like
I,
big bold letters too, or numbers
I
rather.
lied about. I think I lied about checking her straw page because I didn't actually have time to check it, and I kind of just forgot to check it
But
until another
you
time.
said that you checked her straw page before and didn't see her age. So that why would you lie about that at all? As an
Something
Yeah.
that Dottie
excuse.
Something that Dottie mentioned to me too was that she asked people to put stuff in her straw page. Were you or were you not one of those people that sent her gimmicks?
Snack said, as someone who doesn't read DNIS, that's not an excuse to outright state that you did read it.
I don't think I did send. I don't think I sent her a gimmick until I actually checked it.
Again, like my point was, you lied about checking her straw page and then got shocked when you realized she was 15, which, as Jordan has said, on her straw page it says in big bold numbers that she's 15. I just don't understand why you would lie about checking her straw page. It's just kind of a stupid thing to do, because then you're shocked, bewildered
I
that
told her I lied. I don't know. I don't know if I would say technically lied about some things to her, because there were times when I would have to tell her things to make her happy. Like, for example, when she would suicide bait me, and I would have to lie and be like, no, it's not annoying. It's not annoying that you say you want to like kill yourself every other day.
Suicide baiting, like even during that time when you guys initiated your friendship, because there's no reason to bring that up when we're talking about the conversations about the ERPs.
Yeah. Let's try to keep it on topic
I
here.
I tried to keep it on topic. I
It feels like you're
sometimes
just bringing it
would.
up.
Okay, sorry. Like, I
It
gotta
feels like you're
stop
just
just
bringing it up.
I gotta stop over apologizing because it makes me look like I'm not actually sorry. I gotta
It's
stop
not
no, your
saying.
problem is you don't apologize enough for what you've done, and I feel bad saying that, but you don't over apologize. You just don't apologize enough.
Yeah, and it's more like a lot of the vibe that we get is that you just apologize to save face. Some of your just some of your apologies also aren't just that good.
Yeah,
Like
because you're not
every apology,
acknowledging, like, a lot of it, we either leave out context or just ignore the, like, you just cherry pick a specific thing that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things.
Snack said, apologies for mistakes, you proceed to repeat again very soon after.
Well, I'm not
I
going to
actually
make.
on the topic of apologies, there's this one. Actually, I'm gonna change the topic real quick, or should I wait? Because I do have one question that I don't remember if I asked it or not,
I
but this
mean,
is something on
you
my
can
mind.
ask it. We can try coming back.
If
We can come
nobody
back
else
to
has got
this.
anything else to add to the original point, you can move on.
Were you or were you not behind the Humbert Humbert shit?
I was not.
Okay, then why did you make a vent post right after the stream happened? Because we still have that. Crying over a
Because I
friend
was
that you weren't.
falsely accused of the hunger. I was falsely accused of it, and I really wish that I could show evidence of it, but I can't.
Yeah, I don't yeah, that's not a need to show. That stream's gone anyway. That stream had been axed because I think I deleted it right away because I was literally like hurling chunks like right after that stream ended.
That's
And I just
understandable.
but that apology what I also mean about like apologies being bullshit is that a lot of like I've noticed that in your a lot of your apologies that like are have if they have something to do with me, you usually shade me in those apologies. Like the I guess the most recent I guess the most recent example was like I forgot what you were apologizing for, but you in the apology you said, "Oh, it was shitty of you to bring it up." It's like
You mean the stuff that I drew when I was a minor, or
that
something else?
that like that's not the point I was trying to make, but
The point that they were
it's like
trying to make is like,
whether you were a minor or not, like it that doesn't matter. It's like
it's
And I'm pretty sure the one
especially
you're talking about, Jordan, it was more recent, wasn't it?
yeah, I'm talking about the more recent one. It's like Like even if like the reason why I brought it up wasn't to say that, oh, emo still does this. It was to show a pattern of behavior, to show that, hey, maybe sometimes fiction can affect reality. Because it's like when you draw when you as a minor, when you draw minors in bondage and then get hit with grooming allegations, it's like, oh,
Yeah, maybe don't be surprised
like
when that
you see how
comes
that works.
up.
Yeah. So it's like, unfortunately, it's a pattern, it's just a pattern of behavior. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. We all knew you were gonna get hit with we all knew you were gonna get hit with grooming allegations eventually. It wasn't a matter of if, only when.
Mm-hmm.
And like we've mentioned, none of us like I was fine with moving on from my life, and so was Minxie. The only reason why we're even involved again is because of the allegations. So it's like, and it's not just the grooming things. Like, what irks me too is that like how inappropriate you were with minors in general. Like, I hate to bring this up, but like the whole the screenshots of like what you've said about like Kanito and Ragatha. It's like the fact that minors, like, I guess this kind of ties back into the recklessness of how you run your server, but like the fact that minors were able to get screenshots of this, like minors shouldn't have access to that convo, period. And if you're gonna have an NSFW section, you gotta be better about that.
I didn't let.
And also,
Thing is,
sorry.
I didn't actually say that in. I didn't actually say that in the NSFW section.
That
Minors just don't have access to that part.
And
Period.
that's supposed to make it better that you didn't say it
no.
in the NSW section.
Yeah, if
No,
anything,
it
that
doesn't
makes
make
it
it better.
fucking
It makes it
worse.
And also, not
Yeah.
even that though. You said it as a joke. I'm sorry. Did rape jokes become funny all of a sudden? It's not dark humor to say you're going to rape a character. Like, even if it's not a real person, it's still a thing that you said that you wanted to rape. It's not a joke, nor is it sarcastic. It's more like prison time than a joke.
I don't think I meant it to come across as a rape joke or anything like that. I
But
was.
But you just
you
said it
said
was.
you
You
said
just said
you
it
said
was.
that you wanted to rape the
You just
characters.
contradicted yourself.
I don't know why I said it. I don't know. I contradict myself a lot,
Oh, come on,
and I need to
All right,
stop.
stop
Like,
with this. Stop with this. Stop with this. Stop acting like you don't know. Once again, like I pointed out earlier, you're a lot more calculated than you think. I think you know, you just don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
I understand.
Come
Do
on.
you understand though?
Yeah,
I do
because
understand, actually.
But can you see why we're having a hard time thinking that you're understanding?
I
Yeah.
understand how you're having a hard time or at least I can imagine how hard it is for you to actually believe that I'm understanding.
Hmm.
Mm.
Azura said, "Back in a second."
Okay. I Is there anything
You know
else
what
anyone
else?
wants to bring up?
Not really. Wait. What else do we have? Oh, wait. For as much as you like to say that, like, you don't do like cruise ship stuff again, like recently, you like, well, I think this was like 2 or 3 years ago. Like, you like used to self ship yourself with Harold
we
and
gotta go.
what's the other character's name from
George?
I didn't self
familiar with
ship.
Captain.
I didn't self ship myself. It was an OC.
Okay, but it's an OC that looks pretty much exactly like yourself. Insert.
Okay,
Yeah.
back. I'm back.
What was the reason for that?
Gonna play
Because
devil. Wait,
Mhm.
wait. Gonna play devil's advocate again because when I first designed Rosella, she looked a lot like she had like when I first designed Rosella, she was like a lot more she looked a lot more like me, but I got away from that. It was the eye color. But
But at the same
so
time, it's like you know how to make OCs that don't look like you though, and you have in the past.
I
But
don't know
it's just
that.
convenient. It doesn't care.
And
I don't know why I did that. I think in my mind, I think in my mind it just looks different enough.
Different enough how exactly?
I don't know. I really do not understand why I made the OC look like myself so much.
the
If I could
vibe,
go back, if I could go back and ask myself that, I would actually do that and beat the shit out of my old self too.
Your old self.
Yeah.
the vibe I got though, and my interpretations that you were just aging yourself down to ship your self insert with the OCs. That's the or the not the OCs. The vibe that I got,
Characters.
yeah, characters.
Okay.
You also gave your character the same name as you as well. So
At the time, like yeah, I think you eventually changed the name to Jason, but back when you were going by Jordan, you named the OC Jordan.
I don't have any clue why I did that why I did that as well.
Like, are you sure about that? Like 100% sure, or you just not want to admit something?
I'm 100% sure.
Because you've
Because
been admitting
personally,
quite a
like,
lot that you
I'm
don't
not
know.
buying it because once again, too much of a coincidence to be a coincidence.
And
Yeah.
also during this whole interview, you've been saying I don't know a lot.
Yeah, great
Because a
defense.
lot of this just like I actually am like realizing just like how much I've been doing and how a lot of it is just like wow.
if you watch the
okay,
56-minute long documentary about you, you would know that everything that you've been doing is completely fucked up. But you said that you got bored of it in your own doc. Can you explain the reason why you got bored of it? Because if it's your whole entire like internet fucking personality on the line, I'm pretty sure you'd be very, very, fucking interested in what the video had to say. Because
And
Like,
maybe
take it seriously, come
Because
on.
you brought up that one list that was proven to be overblown,
oh, that
or
list,
at least
right?
a lot of
Can I just say something about that list first of all? The only thing that you actually debunked was the non-issues, which I said in the video, if you actually watched it, by the way, was mostly non-issues. Some of the stuff in that list still stands. Some of the stuff being the more important stuff about the aging up the characters and also
Okay, I want to say this
texting.
right now. The reason I even thought aging up characters was okay was because of my ex. Basically, my ex
You
Noah.
can't keep using that as an excuse. I'm sorry, but
I know.
even after you broke up with them, because you've told me, you still aged up characters and shipped them with your OC. So it doesn't really
Yes, and
like.
that was fucked up. It was very fucked up of me to do. It was very gross as well. I
And
do not support
I'm
aging
glad
up characters
I'm glad you
anymore.
understand that. I'm glad you understand that, but you still did it anyway. It doesn't excuse anything. Even though you think it's fucked up now, you've still done it, and you're trying to blow it underneath the rug. It doesn't change anything.
and not to mention this, a lot of this goes back to previous points that we mentioned that you only seem to care whenever we call you out on it. Like, it feels very fucking disingenuous to say that, oh, I've changed my mind about doing all of this, when after you get flack for it, whenever you get raked over the coals.
Hell, I even said in my own video. I even said in the video, in my portion of the video, that you had like a knack, or at the very least, I alluded to that you have a knack of like throwing
Snack
out
said, "You only treat these as issues when you're called out for it and have an opportunity to shit on your victims for it."
Yeah.
Yeah, because, why in the hell do you keep trying to make the other people in the situation look worse or blow it towards other people when it's you? This isn't about them. This is about you.
Yeah, and even with Dottie, yeah, we've all acknowledged that Dottie's done some pretty fucked up things too, but this isn't about her. And everything you still did to her, whether she was like a shit person or not.
This fits beautifully into my next point. You say a lot of stuff about, oh, I did do this when I was a minor, and the stuff that I said when I was 13 and 14 you still
That's
hold
true.
you still hold it above my head. You know,
That's true.
Hold yourself to
That's
the same
another thing. Yeah,
fucking
we're not allowed
standard.
to.
Hold yourself to the same fucking
Yeah, we're not
standard.
allowed to bring up. Yeah, we're not allowed
and
to bring up stuff from your past, but you're allowed to bring up stuff from ours. Like, okay, my past. Yeah, I have skeletons in my closet. I self-shipped with Corel, and I made a student OC. Yeah, we all fucking know that I did that. And even though you went on to do it too, and you did it to copy me, and we all fucking know that. Don't try to weasel your way out of that one. But like for Tord, for example, yeah, Tord can handle a lot of shit better. Like, I'm not saying Tord's the saint either, but like, he's still a minor. So like, if you're like if we're not allowed to use stuff from your past, like if we're not allowed to bring up stuff from when you were a minor, you're not allowed to bring up stuff from when Tord's a minor, and he's still a minor.
Yeah.
yeah, and also you
That's
saying that.
where the hypocrisy
Oh.
comes in. It's just there. It's just so you're just so hypocritical and contradictory
to the point where it's ironic.
And
Yeah,
I'm
it's like-
sorry, but in my personal opinion, we, like, as a collective, like, people who hold so, like, this shit above their heads so greatly, right, thinking you're holier than thou, we have done, like, a lot more personal growth than you have in a month, and that is in my personal opinion. Like, I'm sorry, but you are still the same person. You still have the same characteristics, still the same outbursts, the tendency to victim blame and suicide bait to people. You are still that same person. Nothing about you has changed apart from your name.
And like, so what? So what that you don't sexualize underage characters anymore? Great. Congratulations. That is one thing you've worked on about yourself.
That is the bare minimum, not to sexualize children.
That's one thing. Okay. What about the rest? I'm sorry, but like I've mentioned like a while, like I think one of my later posts about you, I don't think you can come back from this. I just don't think you can.
There's
like, especially since there's been a history of like we've given you so many fucking chances. It's like I'm sorry, I don't think there's any coming back from this. Like,
yeah, and
Well,
there is
like I
so
said
much
like I said in
stacked
the last
against you in
call-
this.
Like
And
I
all
said
you can
last
do, all you
call,
can
if I
really
do
do
this
is hold up a mirror against people and say, "Look what you've done," but not take accountability for what you've actually done. So
okay,
it's
wait,
like
guys,
you're
let's let-
reflecting.
let's let Emo respond.
Yeah.
Shit, sorry.
like I said before, if I do this again, I will leave the internet. Like I said.
But why does it have to come to that?
Hold up.
Like, can't
I'll
you
be
just do that now?
That's what I'm going to do. Like I said last call, I'm going to try and work on myself.
But
And you're
why
absolute-
now?
like,
After all this time?
yeah.
It's be-
And like personally, like I don't think you're actually holding yourself to that standard because who knows like what's going on in your server. Like for what we care, you like probably still just as irresponsible but not doing anything about it because you know there isn't anyone in there who's like there to like put you in your place.
I mean, like I said last call, Bewitch Mine Eyes is in my server.
Okay, that's one
And she
thing,
does
but
call
also
me
like
she does
there's
call me
still
out on my
personal
bullshit.
responsibility.
Yeah, that should be your responsibility, not hers.
Especially since it's your server.
And like as the person who's running the server, and I'm saying this as someone who like owns my own server, Jordan owns their own server, I think we could also attest to the fact that especially like if it's going to be a server with minors and that you have to be very fucking responsible with how you handle it. You can't just slipping up like this. Because you're harming other people, like especially the minors, when you fail to do your due diligence. And even if it's these incidents happen like not in your server, like still like you being woefully like irresponsible at best and at worst. God.
I think it's just most likely just me being irresponsible and not actually taking things seriously.
And that's another point I brought up. You don't take this shit seriously. What makes you think that we're gonna believe that you're gonna do that now?
There's nothing that is going to make you believe that I'm going to do it now.
Then just this fucking point. Like, if you're at this fucking point,
Don't
get off
trust
of
you enough. Yeah, just go. Because
get off of please get off of like public platforms. Like
At least for a while.
no,
No,
not for a
no,
while.
not for a while. Not for a while. Forever. Please. I am begging at this point.
Because we have every reason to like not believe like you would actually like keep true to your word. Because like the video's like 12 days old now, and like every so often someone who's dealt with you like comes forward and reveals even more shit that we're not aware of, that is only further confirm your like pattern of behavior. And it's all recent stuff too. You can't just say like, oh well, that's years ago. Like years ago was like very recent, you know that.
And also another thing I want to add to that, actually, I've noticed this a while with you as a with you. Whenever you get called out for stuff, especially since you were like, let's say, even back then with Minxie's, with the whole Minxie situation, even back then when you were like like after that point, you knew the stuff you did was bad. And I again sound like a broken record, but you know the stuff you did was bad. And honestly, even when I was 15 years old, I still had some comprehension skills. I still had some basic understanding of things. Not everything, obviously. We're still kids. We're still stupid and dumb. But at the same time, it's like you seem to let on that you know at least the stuff you did was wrong, what's gross, what's not. You can't really hide behind the excuse that you were a minor when you did this, because even people like Tord, look how old Tord is, and Tord can comprehend this stuff. Like obviously we all grew up differently. Yes, I will admit that we all grew up differently. I definitely grew up differently. Again, Jordan and Minxie would know, but again,
yeah,
it's like we at least have some basic understanding. Like teens are not just bigger kids.
yeah, I like
Honestly, I really thought I was 14 at the time because I don't know why. For some reason, I thought I was 14, but if the math really did add it up, I would have been 15.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure like the reason like you're 20 now is because I don't obviously don't have the conversation like anymore, but I'm pretty sure you like brought up to me before that you were 15. Like
yeah.
Maybe I was freshly turned 15. Maybe that's why I thought I was 14.
Yeah, you were already 15 by the time you met Minxie.
Yeah, if the math was mathing with like how Minxie's like messages and like when we first discovered about you, of course, it was like around that time, and then obviously after November, considering the fact November is apparently your birthday. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think what was it, like December 2000,
19.
2019?
Yeah, so you would have been 15 already. It's like
Any more questions to be asked?
This is more of like a thing. You you say that you were groomed into stuff, and obviously people can cope with grooming in a lot of different ways. And you say this is gonna get really dark. You said that you were sexually assaulted, on groomed. Um,
Yes, both actually.
yeah,
I
would
know that I
do
know
that?
the cycle of abuse exists, but like you like even then it's like why would you let that happen? Like I've had like oh god, now I'm getting personal. I've been groomed. I've been fuck. Was
Just
I
gonna
was also I
I
was
really
also
want to I really want to comfort you because my heart's breaking hearing you cry.
I
Jordan?
was
Jordan, you don't have to bring it up if you think we get
Yeah.
the idea.
Mm-hmm.
multiple
It's
times.
okay,
Right?
dude. You're strong.
Like
Okay, okay. Yeah, but my point
you
was,
know
I'm
of
pretty sure
someone who's been
you would be
most of someone
more
who's been
you would
SA'd
be
and like
repulsed by it. Would be my point. Like, I don't know
Like
why you think that's good. Jordan, I'm sorry.
no, you're good.
and once again, it's worth breaking up. Like it's one thing to do those things, but it's another thing to like do those things and be fully aware of what you're doing is wrong. Which is like once again, brought it up before, sound like a broken record, but like that's the biggest problem we have. Like for the longest time you like knew a lot of the stuff you were doing was wrong, but like you still did it. You can't really hide behind like your age either, because the reason why people like bring up,
age of like, teenagers, kids is because they don't understand what they're doing is wrong. But this is a case where you do. Like
And
especially with the student teacher stuff, you like called Jordan out for it. That's the part that gets me. You call Jordan out for it, but then you turn around and proceed to copy them.
and you went out of your way to do it too. Like up until I gave you that other chance, I had you blocked. So why the fuck did you feel the need to go like out of your way to like basically block evade?
I think I
Cuz
was just really salty. Actually, you know what? I was salty. That was it.
Adds up.
That's what I was.
definitely an explanation.
Any more questions?
Could I talk about the because I noticed that you constantly brush the fucking drawing underneath the carpet, but the Harold one, I want to bring that one up because it has been on my mind for a while.
Fine. Just
Why
I
do
just
you
don't
sound
think
so
it's a
like grumpy
non-issue
about
at
it?
this point.
What?
I just think it's a non-issue at this point.
A
Like
non-issue.
I get that I still did it. I get that I still did it, but like
This is your problem. You think everything is a non-issue. So shut up and listen. Right, with the Harold drawing, why didn't you give him facial hair like the book 12 Harold has? If it was book 12 Harold.
Yeah, not only that, not only the facial hair, but you notice that like his hair is also like shorter as an adult as well.
Yeah. Facial hair is a sign of aging.
Not only
And
that,
if it
like
really
he has a canonical like adult design that you didn't follow.
which
yeah, I have the
I
book on
tr
my bookshelf
I have the book on my bookshelf too. I could
in
have looked
colour
at
as
it.
well. Like there isn't why didn't you just draw the facial hair and say, yeah, that is book 12 Harold? And not even that though, but you then went on to DeviantArt and made like corny gacha life things with like saying, oh, I didn't know aging up characters was wrong. Like if it really was book 12 Harold, you wouldn't have folded so easily. Went to DeviantArt, crafted something on IBS Paint with your gacha life character, and like
I was just too lazy to draw. That's not really too lazy, but just too unmotivated to
that's not
draw.
the point though. It's not the point of you being chilly to draw. The thing is, you immediately folded, and like it just makes no sense. Like you'd have stood your ground and be adamant saying that was book 12 Harold instead of like, immediately like apologizing for it. It makes no sense if you didn't age him up. And again, I'm really angry that you said it was a non-issue. It is an issue because that comes up a lot. You aging up characters, so please don't say that is not an issue.
I just want to say I like I really do regret making that image. I don't even have an archive of the image because it's just that wrong, and like I feel that bad about it.
But you said that it was book 12, Harold. If you feel bad for it, why would do you know what I mean? It makes no sense, emo. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Like,
I get that it doesn't make sense, but like I really do regret making that art piece, and I honestly don't. I think that was just a little detail that I looked over the facial hair.
it's not a little detail though. That's the thing. Like I said, facial hair is a sign of aging. Um, so yeah.
And it's definitely coming off as the fact that like with your track record of being of
No.
for some reason crushing on like kid characters or like
That
boy.
doesn't happen anymore, though.
That's not the point. Please
How
listen.
old were you? How old were you when you like did those drawings with Jordan Harold? How old were you?
Yeah, but I didn't crush on them, did I?
But you still
Actually,
drew. It's not on your DA anymore, but you still drew bondage art of them.
that's supposed to be the adult versions, as far as I remember.
And there you go, aging up characters and sexualizing them.
And it's bad. I know that now. Yeah, and now is the problem.
It's always been a problem. It's not a now thing. It's always been a problem.
Yeah, it's been called out. You drawn like kid characters and doing sexual stuff like for years, and I think you've been called out for it before. But it's only now apparently when you're again, can you still please answer my question? How old were you when you did those drawings, or when you were talking about like Georgian hair like that, or make that OC? How old were you?
I remember I was 18 when I made the
Bring up.
OC.
Go on.
The what? Oh,
Go
you said go
on.
on? Okay. I was
Yeah,
19 when I made
just
those
say what you have to
images.
say. Hmm.
I was 19 when I made those images.
Yes, in general, like how old were you when you like,
But
especially when you like, because and again,
Um,
like in the elf course, how many years ago was that?
like about, I'd say like 2 to 3 years ago. I mean, okay, it might be 2 years in like, might be 2 years in like a couple months. Actually, maybe it's not. Maybe it has been 2 years since I made the OC, and it's going to be 2 years soon, like the entire thing, because I kind of just left. I kind of just left the Captain Underpants fandom because I was just like, you know what? I don't really care about this piece of media anymore.
Geetia brought up something that suddenly reminds me of something. It isn't even like just the drawings, because screenshot of you like admitting that you want to see the freaking underage characters in bondage.
Yeah.
I meant the adult versions,
Did you?
and
You
I
should have
think,
specified that.
yeah, and I should have specified that. Why am I
But
such
even
I'm
but
such
even
a
then, it's
puppy?
weird.
That is very hard to believe, though, because as Jordan has said, and Azura and everyone else has been saying, there was bondage out of children on your DeviantArt. It doesn't.
And
It's very hard to believe.
it's not just like drawing and favoriting them either. It's not just from drawing and favorites. You went out of your way to like commission these people and request them to do this. Like that's also like I don't know if you actually paid money to see that or not, but like
I never paid money. There was
okay,
never a time I actually paid money. I only did requests and art trades because I was broke when I was 15 to 16.
but like the point is you went out of your way to ask people for it. So it's like that on top of drawing it yourself and favoriting it, it's like
It's the fact that you have a pattern of being like attracted to these characters. Like again, they're like still, it's like you have a pattern of being attracted to these characters, and maybe that's why, especially why Tor's bringing up how you kind of like didn't do jack shit when aging them up to their like canonical age looks, because it's the fact that it's the creep factor to it, and it's the fact that you were you were 18. These characters are like elementary schoolers. You know how weird that is?
It was very weird, but I meant every time I it was supposed to be the adult versions, but I never really specified it.
No, you didn't, because these characters are mostly portrayed as children. They've mostly been portrayed as children like throughout the whole series.
Whenever
As far
someone,
as I'm
sorry,
aware. Go ahead.
whenever someone brings up Captain Underpants and brings up George and Harold, they think, oh yeah, the 10-year-old kids who draw and write comics. They don't think of the 30-year-old men. It makes no sense. Make it make sense. It's not what it doesn't make sense. Is my point. You need to specify.
Anyone have anything else to say?
I guess nothing other for me, nothing other than please get off public platforms. Like if you want to have your own little Discord server with your little friends, like I don't think there's anyone's gonna have an issue with that, but like I don't think you should have a public platform on like something like YouTube or DeviantArt or just anywhere else you are.
I agree. And also, I was gonna say this before, but not once have any of your apologies felt very true to the heart. You've never specified specifically what you're apologizing for. It was all very vague. You have not like all of the apologies are lackluster. They aren't actual apologies. You say, like, you don't say, I'm sorry. Like, that's what I've noticed. You just don't say, I am sorry. You know, an apology starts with sorry.
Or
That's
or
the
it's
whole
also
point.
or it's also the case of like or if you do say I'm sorry, you usually go, I'm sorry, but hey, Jordan did this once. Hey, I'm sorry, but also Dottie did this once.
Oh, but I was a minor when I did this.
It's strange that in like a lot of your apologies, you also like bring up like dirt on other people when it's not about them.
Exactly. If it was about anyone else, they would have the 56-minute long video about them. It will be called Our Experiences with Todd, Our Experiences with Jordan. It wouldn't be Our Experiences with Emoplayeranime, would it? If it was about somebody else, not you.
It's one thing to say this person's wrong.
It's another thing to say this person's wrong and they also did this and that.
I do want to say something though. Can you please get my face out of the video? Because I'm really uncomfortable with people seeing my face.
I don't think we can edit that. Macy, do you know how to edit that out?
I think like only way like that could get out is like if I could like get like a re-edited version of like towards like finishing statement.
Yeah, because I saw my face and I tried to claw at it because that's usually what happens when my face gets sent to me. Like it's a response. It's like a response that just happens.
I do have a question now that since you pointed out that you saw your face at the end of the video, did you just skim through the video? That's all you did? All you did was skim through the video? Or just blanked out everything? Because
My
we're still
friend, my friend said that. One of my friends in my Discord server said that your face is in the video.
Yeah, well, I'll work with Minxie and we'll see if we can edit that out at all, but like
Another thing is that one friend, like Maya Elias, she doesn't want to be in the video at all either. Like she didn't like that she was brought up.
Unfortunately, that won't be possible, Emo, to because what Maya like had and said like it's very important to the actual video. It doesn't matter who's uncomfortable with it, in my personal opinion. If it's important to the things that people hold against you, it will still be used because again, it,
I guess we
it
can I
holds
guess
value against you.
the most we can do is blur out your face and blur out Myas's name, but like
Okay,
Like,
please do that. I just wanted to bring it up because I told Maya's that I would do that. I would bring up that she didn't like the fact that she was brought up in the video.
But if she didn't want to be brought up in the video, why would she surround you? Like, why would she be around you if she didn't want to be brought up in the video? It makes no sense. She shouldn't be associated with somebody who has that many allegations against them if she didn't want to be brought up in the video, is my genuine opinion about that. Sorry, emo, but it's true.
That I don't know. I might
Here's
ask
another
her.
thing I'm seeing here. I don't remember if we already went over this, but you also want to bring up like the Gartic phone stuff.
oh yeah.
Oh, the
what part?
Gartic phone stuff.
Oh, goody. That's just great.
I mostly remember it because like um Horde wasn't really liked in my server, so so a lot of the members just made fun of him, despite
But
him being
why do
like,
you encourage that?
I never encouraged that. I actually don't
Yes,
know
you
where the
did. You
claim
took
of
part in it. You took
You
part in
took
it.
part in it. Like there are screenshots of you like taking part in it that are
So
in
like
the
not only
video.
were you but like not only were you aware, but like you actively took part in it, so you can't like feign like not knowing.
You literally
okay, but
drew one of the fucking like prompts, mate. Like,
okay, that I did,
as
but
sorry, no,
I
stop.
wanna.
As stop, stop. Sorry. As funny as I find it now, like when I was literally like 13, I was very fucking like weirded out by it. Like, but you don't just depict someone being dead or whatever the fuck. Like, you don't just draw a fucking 13-year-old. Like, especially since you drew it as Melvin Sneasley, bro. What the fuck? I know you hold a grudge against that boy, but Jesus Christ. Um, you don't just do that. You don't do that. That's weird. Like, are we serious?
I think we drew you as Melvin Sneezy because you at the time your name was Melvin and we didn't know
That doesn't
how to
make it
Yes,
portray
better.
I'm
you.
That makes
aware.
it worse. that makes it worse.
Because Melvin
I
is
know. I
10
was
years
just
old.
explaining.
And like once again, you're like doing all of this like to like pretty much a kid still, which
Yeah,
makes
what
it even weird. Like you've tried to like hide behind your age in like plenty of other instances before.
And like I said, I
You
find them
let
funny
that
now,
happen.
but
You
it was
partook in it.
oh shit.
Even if Cord like wasn't aware of it, you do realize that like this is pretty much like essentially like God. How do I even say this?
That's bullying. It's straight up bullying.
bullying? And it's like even if Tord wasn't aware of it, it's like everything done in the dark will come to light kind of shit.
Okay, damn man. Sorry. But yeah. I'm just grateful that I knew that you were doing that because quite frankly, you say because they said that's basically bullying. You said that people were bullying you, and you turned around and encouraged people to draw me homeless, dead, dying from lung cancer. What? What? Mate,
I
that's
didn't
weird.
encourage that though. I wasn't telling people to do that. It
You
was just
You
literally.
let
You don't
it
have to
happen.
audibly
You
encourage
partook in it.
people.
you were still like if you really didn't encourage it, you would have stopped that Gartic phone session. You would have stopped that Gartic phone session. You would
And
have
you wouldn't
sat
have
down with
drove
every
over
single
the
fucking
pond.
person and you would have been like, "Hey, don't do that shit."
I'm pretty sure
If
it
you
was just that one Gartic phone session that we did that.
But that doesn't because
did
I
you
also
Not
saw it in the
horrible.
server
You
ever have
still
the
didn't
afterwards.
stop it. Why
conversation?
did you let it happen?
Yeah, why did you let it
Yep.
happen? Why did you let it happen? And even after the fact, did you ever even have the conversation of, hey, maybe let's not draw like gore or the 13-year-old's lungs or whatever?
Please. Oh, I'd
They-
also like to bring that up. You also made fun of me for being like addicted to smoking, which is a lot better than me using that to cope than drawing child bondage. If I'm being totally honest, I'd rather
Yeah, if
fuck
I'm
my
being
lungs up
perfectly
than
honest,
be a
I should have done
predator.
drugs. I should have done drugs as a minor.
No, both of those were bad.
What the fuck?
What did you say? Can you repeat that?
Well,
You,
because
well,
I
Azura
ended up
said,
doing drugs.
"What?"
Because I ended
you're
up doing
Like,
drugs
you
as
keep
well.
jumping around. Like you. That wasn't even the point that like Cord was trying to make. What? Where did that come
How
from?
do you get that as anything good?
oh, I should have done drugs instead of. That's not the point. And no, like there are better coping mechanisms. Like I put like there are so many better coping mechanisms, and y'all pick like the worst ones of the bunch. Like just because it's a coping mechanism doesn't mean it's good. Like I can attest for that. I've had shit coping mechanisms too. But it's like
How
I
does that
guess I
correlate
can,
with Sorry, go ahead, Jordan.
should I give a personal anecdote of an example or
Sure.
If you want to go ahead.
let's see. I also used to be an attention seeker. I used to be a major attention seeker. Do you know the type of shit I did for attention?
But
I made I made I've made really edgy fucking jokes for attention at one point in my life. But and that's not a good like I know this has nothing to do with the coping stuff, but I guess it could still apply. Like cuz I also have like attention seeking behaviors, but instead of making edgy jokes for attention or just doing dumb shit in general, I channeled that attention seeking behavior into like sharing my art, sharing my writing, sharing my music, and using my attention seeking behaviors for good instead of bad. Like,
Yeah. And I just don't like how you said I should have done drugs when I was younger. To be honest, emo, I'd rather not be addicted to smoking, and I wish I didn't hit wacky backy and drink when I was Like, I wish I didn't, do it, because now I'm currently
Azura said,
addicted.
"Could I also give an anecdote as well?"
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Just after what Tord has to say.
Wait.
Yeah.
Tord's
Let
muted
Tord.
right now.
Oh, okay.
Tor, did you want to talk or?
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I would rather not be addicted. So I don't know why you said that you should have started drugs when you were younger, because no. First of all, please.
Every doctor would say no to that.
Exactly.
Wait, I do have a question though.
Yes.
Didn't you say your mom buys you vapes?
That
So
has
what?
nothing to
What
do
does that
with
do?
this.
So what? Emo. She didn't buy me vapes at the time that you knew me. She started buying them me recently. So
But
there's your
that
fucking
still has
answer.
nothing to do with this.
I used to actually rob cigarettes from her, and I also used to buy vapes with my own money. So thank you for asking me though. Very nice question.
I was just curious. That's it.
Curious in a time like this?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Why?
It was
Why
brought up.
now? Why now?
Because it was brought up and it was
You
the
could have
word.
waited till like,
I thought it was related to the conversation.
but it wasn't an important. It wasn't an important question though.
It
Like
wasn't
you could
actually
have.
complete. It wasn't related. Like a lot actually. The only thing had, because you brought up my mum buying them for me. Like it doesn't really it doesn't really add context and or
Yeah.
answer anything people have been asking.
What I was trying to say is you gotta like find better coping mechanisms, find better attention seeking behaviors. Cause like
Azura said, "My mom drank to cope with a lot of stuff. Dad did drugs for the sake of doing it. It leads down some really fucked up roads in the end, in more ways than one."
Oh, trust me. I know.
But like the thing is, regardless of all of that, what you do is still ultimately
You were gonna say
so
something?
fucking pissed with you right now. And
He had a really bad addiction and it took him literal fucking decades to get off the shit he did.
Literal decade.
yeah.
Yes.
Took me like months to get off of drugs.
yeah, so
Some people have like I know from experience that some people have like better drug tolerance than others. My mother is literally the only person I know that has gotten addicted to marijuana. So, and for all I know, she's
Tord
probably still
said,
doing it.
"I have a full cycle of shit I do when I'm trying to cope. None of it is healthy, emo." The fact you said
I
that about
don't
the
go by
drugs and
emo
being
anymore.
younger has really pissed me off because I'd rather not have an addiction that can kill me.
I'm not gonna go through the entire list of drugs I've done because that's personal.
Yeah, there's no
you
need.
don't
There's
need to
no
know
need.
that.
Yeah, there's no need for that. Like literally, like don't.
Don't worry.
Wasn't my original point being it was something like I'd rather, smoke than draw bondage of children. Yeah, my point still stands, and I'm still pissed off that you said that, because no, no, emo, don't, just don't. But yeah, has anyone else got anything else?
Don't what? I forgot. I literally forgot what I said.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes, I'm being for real.
You said that you'd want to do drugs when you were younger. After I said that,
Yeah, you said I should have started smoking instead. Like that was gonna save you from like.
like drugs in general, emo
Yeah,
said drugs in general. Yeah, like what? No.
like that's not.
And I said that on impulse like a, and I said that on impulse like a fucking idiot.
The mute
Yeah,
button
that's a
exists.
very valid reason why you shouldn't have a public platform because you like that's another thing too. You like shown awareness of the fact that you know you can't control yourself. Yet you're still like in these spaces, still doing the same shit, still harming people, and then like your reactions at best, at least until people like back you to a corner, it's like, oh, oops. And that's the best case because like I've
Because I
seen
might
like
become the next birdie.
instances.
Oh, we're already past that
No.
point.
Oh,
We're already past that.
God.
The next birdie, mate, you probably inspired birdie, to be honest.
How the fuck did I inspire Birdie?
Oh.
I didn't even
It was a
know
joke.
him.
It was a joke.
Sorry,
that-
sometimes I don't get jokes.
See,
Yeah.
instead that was a joke.
Don't mind bored with that.
Sorry, I should have brought up a rape joke instead, shouldn't I? You would have understood that. That was a joke, right? You know.
That was
Do you know
uncalled for.
Uncalled for. No, very justifiable.
Flora Ligasia Flor said. If you're impulsive all the time, it gives us more reason to want you off the internet and not around a server with minors.
Yeah.
I literally had to
That-
look at. I literally had to look at the message because I couldn't understand the accent.
Okay, then
Okay.
since you can't fucking read, I'll read it. If you're impulsive all the time, it gives us more reason to want you off the internet and not around a server with minors.
I didn't say I
speaking
couldn't
of
read
which,
it. I said I couldn't
question.
understand the accent.
But anyways, my question. Your server like doesn't have minors in it, does it? I hope it doesn't. Because really it shouldn't.
Well, then should I just make another server where there's no minors in it?
So you have
Even if
minors in
you
the
don't,
server, you should
I guess I
probably
do.
kick those minors out. Or
So
like
you're implying there are minors in your server?
Yes, there is.
So instead, you want to create a whole entire different server instead of making the easy solution to just ban them.
Well, my server's supposed to be 13 plus.
But we can't just
no,
drill
but
out
once
13
again,
after everything that's happened, bump it up to 18 plus. Because we've shown time and time and again that you can't be trusted around minors. Bump it up to 18 plus, kick the minors out.
Fine. I'll bump my YouTube content up to 18 plus as
Could you
well.
also provide us with a screenshot of you banning all the minors in your server, please? Just so we know. Because
Okay, but like, look, I don't understand why though, because I haven't done anything creepy towards them.
Flora
Are you serious?
Ligasia
Yes, you
Flor said.
have.
You're impulsive.
Are you actually serious? Is this,
You
is this
have
Haven't-
a history.
we
You
can't
haven't.
trust you on your word. Because like even if it's not in your server, in like places like outside of your server, you've been weird towards minors. You've been weird towards minors in other Discord servers. You've been weird towards minors on Twitter.
You've been weird
Fucking-
around minors.
Tord is a
Okay, but
prime
what if-
example of this. And that like Tord is a prime example of this, and that is why he is here that is why he came to me to tell me what you've done to him. And like that is why he's here right now.
Much
What
tells me
if-
that you don't really understand the gravity of what you've done because like you're putting into question like our suggestion, which would obviously like help you out. Acknowledge that you're terribly impulsive.
I acknowledge that I'm impulsive and I want to get better at not being impulsive.
But until you get better, you need to take action to make sure that certain groups of people aren't affected by your impulse.
Yeah.
Flora
that's-
Ligasia Flor said. You should have been better at it.
It's like you've had so
From the
much.
jump.
Yeah. It's like
But the voices in my head are they're very loud now.
Don't you have a therapist?
I do have a therapist and a psychologist. I found my psychologist very recently though.
Then talk to them about the
What?
voices and, you know, take some time to yourself to get better. Stop turning on your
That's
phone.
probably what I'm gonna do.
Good.
Yeah, and make sure
off
you
the internet.
actually do it this time because like another like huge problem I have with you is that you keep saying, "Oh, I'm going to be taking breaks from the internet," but then whenever like we say shit, you're like so quick to respond. Like, are you actually taking a break? Like, I think like when you say you're taking a break from the internet, I mean like you're taking a break from all of that crap.
Probably got push notifications on for Jordan's channel, to be fair.
And your breaks don't last like that long either. Like the longest you've been off like public platforms is like 6 days. And it's like you gotta like it's like yeah, like I said, I don't think there's any coming back from this. Like try as you might, you're cooked. I don't know what else to say.
What does that even mean?
What? That they're
What you
cooked?
just said. Yeah.
Azura said, "You're screwed."
It's like
Basically.
Ooh, okay.
yeah, you don't know the slang term cooked?
Oh,
Hmm.
I do.
Yeah, I said cooked. I'm just like words are just not fucking coming to me right now.
I don't understand your accent a lot of the time.
Oh, is it the Valley Girl thing?
I don't know what you even said then.
Yeah. Is it the because I
Flora
really
Ligeisia Flor said. Your dirty laundry is already out in public as it needs to be for others to be aware of your behavior and the kind of person you are.
yeah, that's the point. That's another good point. It's like
Okay, but like, what if I do get better? Like, what if I do change?
The video's still staying up.
yeah, the
Yeah.
videos are still staying up. Like we're not getting rid of any of our like but if you do change, then good. Like yeah, the videos will stay up, but they'll also be like a time capsule. If you do change, the videos will no longer be like relevant. There'll be a time capsule of what you used to be as compared to like what you would be in the future if you do change.
Mhm. But still, what if people find those videos and don't want to be with? I have a very bad problem with people wanting to leave once they find out,
I
like,
wonder
once they
why.
find out about things about me. I have like very bad attachment issues.
If
Clearly.
they find out about you and they know what
It's
you've
like
done, and
having a
that's a good thing
record
that
on
they're
your
running away.
license so people are aware the kind of driver you are.
Yeah.
I don't have a driver's license.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
it's
having
a
a record.
metaphor.
It's like having a criminal record, but instead it's like a digital footprint. It's like at the end of the day you still did all of that and that's never going to be erased. But like if you actually do improve as a person, again, all of that will become irrelevant. It will become obsolete. And even though the video is like, oh, the like let's say for argument 6 years from now. 6 years from now you're a completely different person. You're like none of this, you do literally none of this stuff. And you have like a sizable like everything. Like
Fan base.
yeah. Let's say 6 years from now you do improve as a person and you get like a sizable audience. Like as long as you keep like as long as you keep doing the like better and as long as you keep doing good, all of that will be obsolete. Like with like criminals that like criminals for example, criminals they commit crimes but then they also and that's on their permanent record but like they can still change. Like one of my former bosses did some time in jail and he like turned his life around completely.
Like,
Flora
speaking of
Ligeisia
crimes,
Flor said.
though,
But as of now, the video is very fucking relevant and up to date with your track record.
If you don't
okay, well,
want
as I was saying, I think I just have something to say, though. Like, one more thing about, like, Dottie. I think it's kind of weird that she wants to take me to court over, like, internet drama.
it's
It's
not
not just in the internet
drama.
drama though. You've hurt her, and it's like you've
Internet
acknowledged
drama?
that you've hurt her. You've
Look,
acknowledged that you hurt her. Why are you like weirded out by the fact that someone you've hurt like wants to take you to court over this?
Drama is
But she,
like the Charlie D'Amelio thing where she didn't eat snails in 2020. That is drama, internet drama. this could be
Why
a
are you
fucking
calling
like
legitimate serious
repentance.
allegations drama?
Yeah, that's another thing.
This is an actual fucking crime. Like, grooming is a crime.
Yeah, of course Dottie's
Didn't
gonna want to go to
groom
court.
them though. I did not groom them. I don't know what else to say. I didn't groom them.
My God.
I'm sorry, I don't believe you.
You
Same.
we
Fine. Don't
No
believe
one
me
in this
then.
fucking this voice chat believes you. Not even Texas Beach, but
Fine.
you know,
Fine. Believe
okay.
what you want to believe.
no
56-minute long video.
listen. You need to understand the gravity of what you've done. Because it's very clear that you really, really don't, and you actively refuse to.
All I did was abuse her. That's all I did.
That's worse!
That doesn't change anything. What?
That's
And that
worse.
makes it better?
No, that's
It doesn't
worse.
make it better.
That
Oh
makes
my God,
it
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 doesn't
So
makes
once
it
worse!
again,
as
here's
bad.
the thing,
That's good enough to go
thing
to court for.
to
Yeah!
be like, you seem to like think under the excuse, oh, I didn't groom Dottie because it needs intent, and I think you also like think you didn't groom Dottie because like you weren't like prepping her up to like be like for like adult shit, but you were still pretty much prepping her up to be like a shoulder to like lie on. Like that's
I'm
not
not
a
a
burden you
groomer.
should put on a 15-year-old. Like
I'm just a
and
loser.
especially
Like,
Ugh.
yes.
especially a disabled 15-year-old, you were still like Dottie up so like you could like be emotionally dependent on her. That's
Yeah.
grooming.
And it's the codependency. It's the codependency. Heavy codependency.
You go to parents or therapist for comfort on, not a teen.
Or if you're that close with someone, you go to your other adult friends. Like I'll go to Minxie about shit sometimes. Like I've bitched about my mom to her so many fucking times.
Yeah, but I think is the one who has girlfriend. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Ugh, crap! My phone's died, so I have to. Sorry, but I do have a question. I'm not okay, but my parents don't actually give a shit about me. They never really cared about what I did.
That's why that's fucked up in itself, but that's why you have like if you like I don't have that great of a support system either. Like yeah, I have my dad and my stepmom, but like they're not the people I go to like vent out shit like this. I go to like
Flora Ligeisia Flor said.
yeah, just why a
Okay,
child?
but why
Why
go
a
to a
child?
chill for comfort?
And once
Yeah.
again, you have adult friends.
I do go to them for comfort though, but it's also I think because Dottie went to me for comfort, so I thought it would be a mutual thing. I guess not. I
No.
guess
Then
She
why
looks
get
to you
dependent
for
on Dottie?
guidance. It's you can't just no. You've also got a therapist and a psychologist, like you've just said. You have other people to go to now that aren't your parents, even though they are around. Which I'm sorry that your parents are shit. Like no offense, but you now have like two people in a professional field that can help you and diagnose you and see what is like wrong. Like you aren't alone now. You can, and then you saying that you thought it was a mutual thing where you can, where a child comes to you and says, "Can I'm suffering and whatever." You say, "Oh, I'm gonna dump my shit on you too." No, that is unhealthy and also fucked up. Like what? No, you can't do that. No, the child looked to you for guidance,
Not
and
the
then
other
you
way
just said,
around.
yeah, you can't just fucking dump your shit on them now saying, "Oh yeah, sorry that happened." Anyways, yeah, his lifelong fucking trauma, and yeah, my dog died. No, no, you can't do that.
What really also fucks me up too is that also like lied to Dottie about how old you were. So and we like believe that there wasn't any attempt when you were like willing to like also lie to Dottie about your age, that you claimed that you didn't want to tell anyone else.
Yeah, that's
That's
what
the
Dottie
worst part.
that's what Dottie told me too. Dottie was like, yeah, when Emo was still hiding their age on Twitter, Dottie mentioned that like Dottie mentioned that
Dottie
she
provided the
genuinely
screenshots too.
Dottie mentioned to me in the interview I did with her, she mentioned that she genuinely thought that you were like 15 years old just like her.
A lot of people seem to think that I'm a teenager, even in real life.
But that's why you gotta tell them no.
I did. I
You
told
gotta be
Dottie
honest
no.
with your
I told
age
Dottie no when it came. I told Dottie no when it came to relationships, and I don't understand
first.
how it doesn't prove anything.
Dottie didn't know that at first though, and that's why it's like again, do you see how this looks?
I guess I could see how it looks. You're saying I gotta tell people my age the moment I meet them? Is that what you're
Yes,
telling me?
yes, that's how it
Or at the
works. That's how
very
introduction to
least,
new people
like
works.
you're a fucking adult.
The fuck?
Okay,
That's
now I
like saying, oh,
understand.
do I have to tell people my name as soon as I meet them? That is the stupidest
Floraligacia
thing ever.
Florset. Especially when you do ERP with them.
Or just RP in general. Like you gotta specify your age, especially in an RP setting, whether it's erotic or not.
Okay, understood.
Is that everything?
Any more questions or should we consider grouping it up?
I don't think there's anything else on my end.
Or do you have anything else?
Not right now.
Azura said, "What all did we ask?"
We got trying to think, we covered mostly
We covered like questions that fit into like Emo's age, stuff relating to like their attachment to Dottie, some stuff like with Tord. What I'm seeing here is what else? Let me see if there's anything we left out.
I think that's about it for now.
do we even do another one of these though?
And if you want,
Depends if anyone like comes up with like a question or a few.
Yeah, I guess we'll if anyone else has any other questions, then we'll bring them. We'll ask. We'll do another one of these. But like,
Because
it's like
this is stuck forever. To be honest, this what the fuck.
yeah, this is like you can't weasel your way out of this. You can't escape this. It's like, and you brought it on yourself first and foremost. Like a lot of what you did, you brought on yourself.
alright.
Fuck, man.
Is that
Like
everything?
Azura and Gaty are typing stuff.
Floraligacia Florset. I do think this recording has gone on for long enough, but if we have to cover another one, we'll consider.
yeah.
Because like I think like more of the people who've dealt with you would like want to like ask questions and shit.
All I want is like a very heartfelt apology, like to everyone. Email. That's generally all I wanted the entire time.
What I want is for you to fucking leave the internet because I think
That
that's the
too.
best case for like freaking everyone.
That too,
Because
but
once
also
again, we
apologize.
Azura
have
said,
countless proof
"I don't know what to
time and time
say that
again.
hasn't already been said at this point."
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
you should be on any public platforms. You got like delete your YouTube, delete your DeviantArts, delete whatever the fuck else. Or just don't
Oh,
just log off.
God.
Either
Try to
delete
make
or
sock
log
puppet
off.
accounts too.
Oh yeah. Oh god, the sock puppets. Yeah, don't make sock puppet accounts. Delete or log off of your everything. Like just stick to your little Discord server.
And get the minors out of there, please.
Yeah, stick to your Discord server. Get the minors out of there.
But like I said, like obviously do all that shit, but also before you go and do that stuff, do an actual genuine apology to everybody, because like I said before, not once have I ever heard an "I'm sorry" from you.
An actual serious one, to be specific.
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, is it even worth it to do an apology sometimes? Because, like, I've hurt so many people and they might not even just forgive me.
If they don't,
That's not the
but if
point
they
of the
don't,
apology.
Floraligacia Flor said, okay.
it's like
Like, you're not apologizing to like be forgiven for what you've done. You're apologizing because you are acknowledging what you did is wrong and you're willing to take accountability. That's the point.
yeah, like I've mentioned multiple times, when I called you out,
Azura said, yeah, no one owes you any forgiveness.
and I've been trying to tell you that a lot, like with the Google Doc and the shit video you did. It's like forgiveness isn't like you're not entitled to our forgiveness.
You
And
can't just demand it.
if we decide to forgive you, that's up to us and not you.
Mm-hmm.
Frankly, I think the reason why you're so obsessed with forgiveness is because you're still hoping to get let off the hook for this. No, we're not. We will not.
No, I'm sorry, but I'm keeping my foot on your neck. What about you, Minxie? You're keeping your foot on their neck? Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
keeping the foot on their neck. Azura and Tord are typing stuff, so we'll wait
And
for
demanding forgiveness also makes shit just moot. It's all null and void if you're trying to make these people forgive you.
Yeah, it doesn't like if you're apologizing expected to be like if you're apologizing just to like get forgiveness from people, that's not apologizing. That's not how it works.
Floraligacia Flor said, you want to get to the forget part in forgive and forget.
Eh.
Azura said,
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Tord said, we're on your ass like stink, emo. Apologize and leave the internet. Dottie doesn't owe you forgiveness. Jordan doesn't. I don't. Nobody does.
Again, it's like if I do decide to forgive you, that's going to be up to me. Like
Same goes for everyone else.
yeah. And unfortunately, there are people out there like myself who aren't going to forgive you. And if that's the case, you just have to accept it and move the fuck on. Maybe there will be people out there that do forgive you, but don't expect that at all. Don't go into an apology expecting that shit. Because again, that just makes everything void.
Okay.
Or it's typing something else.
Tord said, I don't want another me, emo. What I mean by that is, I don't want another hateful little bastard. Please, for the love of God, just leave the internet.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think this has gone on for long enough.
Yeah, let's try
Is
to wrap
this
it.
all, everyone?
Yeah. Goodbye.
Now we actually wrap it.
Azura said, I don't have anything else.
Right then.
Don't think anyone does, really.
Floraligacia Flor said, same.
Yeah.